Hello! Hi everybody. I'm so stoked you're out there. I'm here all alone in a room talking to you, the camera. But I know I can see it says that you're talking or looking at the thing. So here's the thing. Our challenge today, and it's going to be our challenge tomorrow, is take a photo of your doggo or your kitty who could care less or who is also very interested in what you're doing. Send it to me. I'll put it up on our stories on Instagram, etc. I've got a secret video coming out tomorrow that features Piggy the dog. You should check it out. So we've got DJ Soul Rising tonight, who's going to be on the stereo and in your feed. Feel free to turn the music up as loud as you want. Hopefully you can still hear me. If there are any technical difficulties, I know you wonderful people out there will let me know. You can do that via the chat on YouTube. That's the easiest way to do that. And as always, support us on Patreon. Patreon.com/commonbond. $7 a month, $11 a month, that tiny donation, if you can afford to right now, if you can't, don't, will help keep the studio going in this sort of interim time. We're going to keep producing these live stream videos, keep connecting with you online, and we'll find other ways to build cooler content. Foam rolling, shoulder classes, all that stuff we're talking about is available on its way in my head somewhere out through the cloud to you. So that being said, I'm going to start the music. I hope the mix works for you. Holler at me if it doesn't. We're going to get going right away tonight. Check, check, test, test. Always got to check it. Check it 1,000 times and it's still, something's going to come up. Okay, on the mat. Here we go. If you happen to have blocks at home, that's handy. I do deliver blocks if you need them. 2 feet flat, hands to heart center. Find a grounded position. Roll the shoulders open and then relax them. Relax the jaw. Relax the eyes. Let them close for just a second to show up here. See if you can take 20% of the tension out of your body. A couple more deep breaths, just like this breath. And then we'll get going. Soften the knees, sweep the arms up wide and high. Lengthen for the ceiling, try to touch it, and then exhale, forward fold. Coming all the way down to where you can relax the head, shake it yes or no. I'm looking forward to this. I haven't really gotten a lot of yoga today and my body's been missing it because I've been doing so much. Halfway lift. Exhale, soften the knees, belly to thighs, down through the spine. 2 more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deepen the fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deepen the fold. 1 more. Bend the knees, deepen the fold. You can grab your elbows or wrists, ragdoll side to side here. Shake right and left. And then we'll tuck the tail, round through the spine, roll all the way up. Sweep them up when you get there. Hands pass to heart center. Release down by your sides. We'll go again. Soften the knees, exhale, hinge forward from the waist. Halfway lift, full breath in, snoring sensation, Ujjayi Pranayama. Exhale, deepen the fold, Hasa. Reverse swan dive or ragdoll, back up. Sweep them up overhead. Pass through heart center. Release down by your side. We'll go again. Soften the knees, hinge forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, deepen the floor. Back to the sky, arms up. Hands to heart center. Inhale, wide and high. Exhale, forward fold. When you get down there, go ahead and grab your opposite elbows and begin to shift the weight side to side. Pick up the toes. Maybe begin to bend one knee and straighten one leg, switching sides as you rock back and forth. And then when you come over to your left side, inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Shake it out there and go ahead and walk those feet a little closer together if they're far apart. Straighten your left leg. Bring your hand to your sacrum. Lengthen the back of the neck, pressing into the knuckles or fingers, and bend that right knee a little bit more. Not worrying about where this shoulder goes yet, just finding a little bit of a gentle stretch using the inside of the left foot, pressing down. And then exhale all the way down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deepen the fold. Grab your opposite elbows. If you can switch up the grip, go ahead. If you don't remember, don't worry. And when you're ready, go up the other direction. Pressing down, lifting up on the inhale. Exhale all the way down. A couple more like that. Exhale. Inhale up. Long through two elbows, up and over like a cartwheel. Exhale, back to the floor. When you get down there, shake it out a little bit. And then straighten the opposite leg some amount, not all the way. Bring the hand, same leg to the sacrum, and turn. A little gentle twist through the torso. We're not looking for the deepest hamstring stretch here. Just a little bit of movement through the middle of the space behind the heart. Exhale deeply. Back to the floor. And then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deepen the fold. Reach up for the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Better fix my pants. You guys are going to get more than bargain for. Scoot those up a little bit. Sweep up wide and high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant the hands and step back to tabletop. In the tabletop position, let's go on our usual cow and then cat. Inhale, heart forward, chin lifts, eyes up, ears long. Exhale, navel to spine, rounding through the spine. Chin and tail might tuck a little, but focus on the space behind the heart. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, rounded spine. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, rounded spine. Let's do one more like that. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, rounded spine. Lengthen the back of the neck as you walk your hands forward. If you guys are wondering when we're going to get going, don't worry. If you're tuning into this video after the fact, there's always more fun in these hour-long, especially if we were to do 75 classes. Lengthen again, long through that modified plank pose. Toes can point up toward the sky, but tuck the tail slightly toward the heels. Again, long through the back of the neck. One line of energy from knees to ears here. Inhale, and then exhale, bend the elbows and lower to the floor. Release the feet down, press them down, squeeze the fronts of the thighs, lift up through the eyebrows, and then back to the mat. We'll take that 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back down. 1 more time. Exhale, lower back down. Now I like to bend the knees and windshield wiper side to side. But use those two knees, push them away from the floor. Exhale, draw the navel in, push up. And then hips back to heels. Tuck the toes under for your downward facing dog. Lengthen the back and the neck. Press firmly down into the hands, index fingers and thumbs. Long again through the spine and pedal a little right and a little left. Exhale deeply. Woo. Look forward, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deepen your fold. Round up, reverse swan dive. When you get there, arms up. Through heart center. And release them down by your side. Let's do 2 more sun salutations. Inhale, arms up wide and high. Maybe a gentle look up through the eyebrows. Soften the knees. Exhale, dive forward. Take your time, friends. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands, step back. Modified option is always an option, always my preference. Lengthen. If you'd like to do full plank, go ahead. Exhale, lower. Long for that backward bend. And then back to the mat. Back to down dog with the time that you need and the breath to carry you that distance. Couple breaths here. One more. Look forward, step forward. Back to the sky. Exhale, hands down. Again. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Or, excuse me, plank pose. This time, if you'd like to be up in the full plank, feel free. Shift the weight forward. Exhale to lower. Take your backward bend, upward facing dog or cobra pose, and make your way back to downward facing dog. I like to take that modified transition there every time. Big inhale, big exhale. Look forward, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Back to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's take it with some sun salutations B. That's going to be the chair pose business and the warrior one business. We'll throw in some extra stuff though, and then we'll kind of start to tempo it up to keep it going, okay? All right, sweep the arms up wide and high. Drop the hips back and down, and then try to find that space where your spine is as long as it gets, and then you can knit the top of your shoulder blades, the bottom of the shoulder blades, down toward the top of the hips. Belly draws up and in, press down through the heels. Toes can be active, press down a little through the inside edges of the feet. Inhale, exhale. Couple more. One more. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, step back. Here's an option to do more vinyasa. There's also an option to do less vinyasa. They're the same option. You just get to decide which you prefer. Always a chance to stay down in a child's pose, an active child's pose through the fingers and the toes can be very I lost the word there. Press down. And then from down dog or from tabletop, let's bring the left foot to the front of the mat. Spin that right heel out. A little wider stance is fine. Up through 2 heels, the inner edges, up through the fingers, long through the back of the neck, warrior one. Let's take that modification here though. Take that right hand, grab it, bend over to the left. Up through the heart, friends. And then inhale back up to the ceiling nice and tall. Let's cactus the arms. We're still going to go to the left, but twist this time. Come back into center. We're going to go backward. Options are hands together, or really hands to the nape of the neck here. Elbows wide. Lean back. Back up to the ceiling, and then bring hands to heart center. Begin to lean forward. Pyramid style pose. Reach the arms out behind you. Sweep them back up overhead, and then we'll take the hands down to the mat. Step back to down dog. Pedaling it out in between sides. Option to throw in more flows here as we get working. There it was. Got that pop. Body does all kinds of fun things when it pops. Okay, this time it's going to be right foot up to the front. Arms and heart up overhead. Woo. Warrior one. Press down nice and long. First we'll go side bend. Grabbing left wrist over to the side. Back up to the ceiling. Soften the knees a little bit, bend deeper, cactus arms. Talk to myself there. Twist to the left. Back into center. This time backward. Heart forward, tail down, up through the eyebrows. Spread the elbows out wide. Back to the ceiling. And then lean forward. Pyramid style pose. All the way back up to the sky. And then once again, exhale, hands down to the mat. Step it back, pedal it out. Enjoy. And then take it, or don't take it. Both are the correct choice. You do you. When you get there to down dog facing left. We'll look forward and sit forward. Drop the hips when you get there. Sweep the arms up. Uttanasana chair pose. Chair can be as relaxed as you want it to be. Pressing down through the big toe mounds, lifting up out of the waist, draw the belly in, long through the back of the neck. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And then we'll stand up tall, hands to heart center. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing, this time with 2 full breaths. Both sides, every move. Sweep arms up wide and high. Exhale, hips back and down. Sit down. Belly in. Keep breathing. No rush. Exhale deeply. And then forward fold. Halfway lift. Back to plank pose. Here's where I want you to start. Honestly, consciously thinking about how many vinyasas you're choosing to move through today. No movement is ever necessary. The body is required to do the things that the body needs to survive. Now, thriving through yoga is one of those things we mostly enjoy. Let's step left foot, front of the mat. Come on up. Warrior one. I need to stop moving my mat. Bend over to your left side. Another long breath. Come back up to neutral, nice and strong here. Cactus your arms and twist to your left side. Come back up to neutral, take a backward bend, 2 breaths. Elbows can be in and up or out wide. Inhale back to neutral, and then bring that forward fold action in, pressing down as if you were gonna launch off that left leg, but keep the neck nice and long. Maybe begin to straighten the left leg on the second breath. Rebend that knee, come back up to warrior one, and then hands down to the mat. Step it out, down dog. Option here to come down to tabletop and cow. Okay. In place of vinyasa, from down dog, this time it is the right foot to the front of the mat. Spin the left heel, short, stable, squeeze it together. Arms up overhead. Bend to your right side. Pull that wrist up and over. Keep the heart and the hip forward. Inhale back to the sky. Twist to that same direction. Back up to the ceiling. Arms up, lengthen up. Backward bend. Up through the sternum, down through the tail. Strong, stable muscle supporting you the whole way. Up to the ceiling, and then hands forward, forward fold. I almost skipped it. Lean forward, back of the neck nice and long. Keep your breath going. Keep your heart open. Arms up overhead. Here's option to come back to the mat. Back to plank. Have a little fun with your plank pose. Maybe lower one knee, bring it back up, lower the other knee, bring it back up, bend your elbows when you're ready. And then down dog. Couple more breaths here. Look forward, step forward, drop the hips, sweep the arms, chair pose. Have a little fun in your chair pose. Begin to pick up one foot. Try to keep that long spine strong and stable. Pick up the other foot. Sit down a little deeper. Stand up tall, hands to heart center. Gotta remember to turn this fan off before it turns on. That doesn't help the sound. We're going to do it again. This time, 3 full breaths. Each post. Sweep arms up, wide and high. Hips back and down. Chair pose. You didn't figure out where we're going? Now you know. Lift up through the heart. Down, long, from the back of the neck all the way through the tail, toward the heels. Big breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plank pose. Use the exhale breath to lower you down. Downward dog. When you're ready, left foot comes to the front of the mat. Arms up overhead. Side bend. Grab your right arm. Bend over to the left. You can take a little deeper into that front knee. You can reach a little more out of the waist. Back up to the ceiling, nice and strong. Cactus arms, twist. Again to the left. Stable through that extended right leg. Back to the ceiling, arms up wide and high. And then backward bend. Press into it, lean back a little more, but bend into that front knee. Squeeze that front left leg stable. Back up to the ceiling. Heart forward. Fingers back. Maybe begin to come a little lower down. Straighten that front leg any amount. It begins to straighten almost 90% of the way. Fingers can come to the floor. You need to rebend the knee to get out of the pose. Sweep the arms up as high as you can with control. Rolling over my foot there. Hands down to the mat. Here's where we pause and plank long enough to decide. Do I want to do it? Do I not? I don't know. Let's make a decision. Here we go. Down dog. Good breath. You're reaching the halfway point. That's the point where you get distracted and give up. So stick it out, okay? Other foot comes to the front of the mat. That'd be the right one. Left foot spins. Arms up overhead. Grab that left wrist. Bend over to the right side. Keep a bend in that knee, but pull that left armpit a little forward as you press back to the left heel. Reach up, up, up out of the waist. And then back to the sky. Here's the twist, cactus arms. Twist and twist and twist. Strong and stable. Do that extended leg, pressing your right arm back to the wall behind you. Don't be afraid to bend into that front knee a tiny bit. Two heels stay on the floor. Exhale deeply. Back to the ceiling, arms up overhead. Back to backward bend. Back is my favorite word today, apparently. Draw the belly in, press down through the tail, long through the ears. And then back to the sky. Arms up. Exhale, hands down. Push back. Oh, I skipped the forward fold. Right foot back forward. I'm gonna keep doing that. I was thinking about microphones. Maybe the hands come to the floor, straighten out the front leg. Nice and long. Up overhead just for formality's sake, and then down to the plank pose. Fun variations in plank include tapping an elbow and trying to keep 2 feet on the floor, tailbone nice and long. Back of the neck long. When you're ready, lower down. Drop the hips. Keep the arms up. Chair pose. If you're having fun in your chair pose, there's always options. You can roll up onto the balls of the feet. Balance on those tippy toes, but more like the space underneath. Or you could pick up one foot. If you're going to do that, you have to do both sides though, okay? Then there's some balance involved. Sit down a little more. Release your two-sided pose. If you're still on your feet, congrats. Stand up tall, hands to heart center. Four breaths. Sweep up wide and high. Hips down and back. Congratulations, we're about halfway there. We're going all the way to 10. I'm just kidding. We're only going to 5. Damn it, I told you. I wasn't going to tell you. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway there. Plank pose, step up. Might be the only minute of the moment, or the next 2 minutes, or 5 minutes that you get all today, or all week for yourself. So, don't be afraid to take it. You need it, you deserve it, so don't people around you. Alright? Look forward, left foot, front of the mat. Right foot spins, warrior one. First position, side bend. If you're feeling strong and stable with this extended arm, you can reach it a little further. Bring the other one down toward the floor. Reach a little bit more out of the waist, but squeeze that left side to support you. Back up through the ceiling, nice and tall. It's a cactus twist to the left. If you're feeling stable in your cactus twist, you can begin to extend those pinkies forward, but keep the elbows open, not hyperextended, open, shoulders back. and then sweep up to the sky. It's backward bend time. This time, I'm gonna go hands together. You can lean back, but bend into that front knee. Push the heart sternum up. Inhale back to neutral, and then give us that genuine forward fold pyramid. Here's a great option. You grab a hold of those blocks that are there. Straighten your front leg 80% of the way. Long through the back of the neck. And then begin to bring belly toward thigh. Pressing through this inside edge of your foot. If your blocks are in your hands, move them out of the way. Bend the front knee. Sweep it back up overhead. Exhale, hands to the mat. Take it back. Take it forward. Choose. Exhale, lower. Couple more. Right foot comes through. We'll spin the left foot. Stable stance. Make sure 2 feet are flat on the floor. Arms up overhead. You're not gripping with the soles of your feet, even if you're on carpet. Grab that left wrist, bend over, 2. Side bend, maybe this hand comes down. Reach a little more out of that left side. Make it longer. From the big toe through your pinky. Back up to the side. Cactus the arm. Press through that extended leg. Maybe begin to open the palms a little. Keep those elbows soft, shoulders down. Woo. Back in. Long backward bend. If you remember which way you crossed your thumbs, switch it up. Lift out of the waist. Lengthen from the low tail all the way through the back of the head. One curve. Back up to neutral. Exhale, hands down, and find that plank again. You felt it. Maybe I was going to vinyasa. Not yet. Straighten through the leg. Some amount, not all of it, okay? Back of the neck long. Press down through your inner thigh. It's a little spider on my neck. Go away, spider. I don't want to hurt you. Okay. Push back down. There she goes. Plank pose. Back. Down. Look forward. Step. Drop the hips. Sweep the arms up. Chair pose. Tear your mat apart with your feet. Two more. Keep breathing. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, you know where we're going. We're gonna do 5. How about DJ Soul Rising, guys? Pretty rad stuff. Check him out on Apple Music or Spotify. I think he's doing a live class tomorrow with a teacher. Super cool stuff. Okay. Round, 5. Sweep it up. Ding, ding, ding. Here we go. Chair pose. Fall down backwards, but flatten the back as if you're sitting against the wall. Big inhale. Let's roll up on the toes. If you can, keep breathing. Use those toes, and then forward fold. Halfway lift, long through the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, plank pose. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Backward bend. Back to down dog. We'll hold in down dog for 5. Arms up overhead. Grab the right wrist. Side bend. Stable through both legs. Begin to drop the left arm. Reach up out of the waist. Maybe you straighten that left leg some amount. Reach a little more. Need more breath. Now re-bend the knee for me. Come back up to the top, cactus arms, twist to the left. This time, high to those toes. Maybe you lower the knee. Maybe you extend the arms. Bring it back the same way. Gentle. Adjust and stabilize the hips. Up through the fingers, backward bend. 2 more deep breaths. Back up top. Exhale, forward fold. Take a pyramid pose. Maybe your fingers touch the floor. Maybe your blocks are different. Straighten that front leg. Long through the back of the neck, long through the ears, press down as we can. Rebend your knees, come back to the top, and then exhale, hands to the mat. Push it back, step it back. Back to down dog. This time, arms up. Side bend to the right. Grab the left wrist to start. Stable through 2 legs. Reach up, up, out of the waist. Hand comes down. Maybe you straighten that front leg. Press through the inside edges of both feet. Rebend the knee, back up top. Cactus arm twist, elbows out, wide and high. Maybe you spin onto those back toes, lower the knee, and extend the arms. Coming back out the way you went in. Stabilize. Backward bend. Push sternum forward. Maybe even here, you lift up a little more. Armpits rising up. Biceps back in line with the ears. Lean back. Back up to the sky. Exhale, hands down. Forward fold and pyramid pose. Let's skip it again. Straighten that front leg. Woo-wee! Press through that inner thigh. Back of the neck long. Maybe you come a little closer to the floor, or maybe you bring the belly closer to the thighs. You get to that point where you're just shaking. Cool. Rebend the knee, and then come back up to the top. Exhale, hands down. Step back. Take it if you want it. Last one. Big deep breaths here, friends. Take 5. Longer through the spine, softer through the toes. See if you can find 20% less out. And then lower down. Take a break here. We'll take child's pose before we go back to the front. If hips and heels don't like to touch, you have room for a block here, a pillow, preferably not your hand. Take a full breath in. Use the whole thing. Look forward, come high to the toes. On your full breath out, you can step 2 feet together. Exhale, look forward, and put your feet or your hands up. Drop the hips. Sweep the arms up. 2 more. Stand up. Hands to heart center. And then down. Party. It's like we're at the rave. I don't go to rave. Okay. Don't worry, I didn't forget about balance. Everything we've been doing is balance related, but let's have a little more fun with it now that we are long through the torso. We're going to tape our hand to big toe pose, revolved version. So, starting with your weight on your left foot, I'm going to do the same. Go ahead and bring this right thigh up to parallelish. Flex the toes. And then take this right hand out, reach it inside, woo, and grab the big toe. Other option is grab the back of the knee here, nice and stable. I'm gonna go back to my big toe. You can also grab the outer edge of the foot, one that I like as well. Hug the knee into the elbow, stand back up. Even if this knee won't come very far, up here. Try to get long through the spine, so your tucked tail, round the head up. This hand on hip will help a lot. Focusing on one thing also helps. I'm going to start up here, and then we're going to choose whether or not we'd like to extend that foot forward toward the front of the room. That's about as far as I go. look for the option to begin to turn the knee or the heel out to the side, pulling yourself up and long through the spine. Of course, if you want to go further, here's where I'd recommend you start. You take this left hand, you make a 90-degree angle between your right knee and your left thumb. Up tall, through the crown of the head, through the spine, and then begin to take them further apart if you like. If you're stable here, fine. If you want to play with re-extending, it's harder to do it from that externally rotated position, so I'd recommend you come back to center, re-extend, and then explore the possibility of going further out. Woo! I'm so tired today. Shake it out. Other side. Balance the weight on the right foot. Shift your weight so that you can bring the left thigh up to parallelish. Find that position where the belly is in, but the tail's sort of drawing down. Top of the hips are parallelish to the floor. My left hip's way higher here than my right. It's just the way it is. Go find a grip and then lose it. And then start over. I'm back. Pick it up. Grab the big toe. Okay. Up, 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 out of the waist. Hug knee to elbow. Whew. So my left side is my tighter hamstring and hip flexors. It's also the stronger leg. But strength has a lot to do with it to get the other thing, the tighter hamstring, to let go. So building strength in this inner thigh by playing with that external rotation here. Balancing it to a 90-degree angle with the right hand, focused gaze, and then staying long enough to make it count. If you can stand on one foot in the middle of this, you're doing it right. If you can't, who cares? Nobody cares about balance. What we care about is connecting with that place of stillness that can differentiate between what's going on out there and what's going on in here. Okay, we're gonna make our way down onto our back. You are kicking ass. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. The video is not made for children, so apologies. Yay. Okay, all the way back down, onto the back. We're pretty close. Let's get to the backward bend. So, we did a lot of backward bending in a standing position. It's a little different when you're down here in your back, but we're still using about the same sort of sets of muscles. Spread the feet out so they're wide-ish. The heels, they don't have to be close to the hip. In fact, I prefer they not until they start further out. Hands down by your sides. So, you could test this just by picking up your feet, feeling where your sacrum is, and putting your feet down where they seem to naturally fall to the mat. Find that position, and let's start from there. Pressing firmly down, lift, and roll up. Chances are good you'll feel like, oh, maybe I could scoot the feet in a little bit. That's great, but not all the way in. And then think about the back of the body. You're not using 100% glutes. In fact, we want to focus our thoughts more on these muscles back here, and the long hamstrings pushing the knees forward, and the back of the neck nice and long. Once you're there, lift up a little more. See if you can push these hip points right here up. And then relax the toes if they've clenched up. Relax the jaw if it's clenched up. Three more breaths.
Give me the power, give me the strength. I'm gonna do the big things and live in happiness.
And then lower all the way back.
Live in happiness. Give me the power, give me the strength. I'm gonna do the big things and live in happiness.
You might take the feet a little wider apart this time just to get up there. See how that feels. You'll turn on the outer hips a little bit more, but see if you can hug slightly in, as if the tips of the knees point forward and your thighs are the ones squeezing toward each other, like you're trying to close a zipper that's just not going to push up a little bit more. And again, try to tuck under. Press the tailbone forward, back of the neck nice and long. If you like, and there's room, you can reach your hands underneath you. Of course, you can walk shoulders under. Also options. I don't particularly care too much for this one, but maybe that's because of the way my shoulders are. Lift up a little more, friends. Turn off something you don't need. Take 2 more breaths. If they're under there, the shoulders roll all the way down. Okay, 1 more round. I'm not going to go for upward facing wheel tonight, I'm not feeling it. But if you'd like to place these hands up there by your ears and you know what you're doing, go ahead and explore option to do that wheel. Spread the toes out nice and wide. Exhale deeply. Inhale, lift up. Find the natural position, and then take 20% of your tension out of your body, okay? And keep breathing. Hold it right there, just a sec. And then go ahead and hug your knees. Sometimes it's best to wait for that U-turn. Slide one hand up to the side. Grab the other one. Or keep holding on to the back of the knee. You can do the same on the other side. We'll take our classic closing here, which is, if you haven't noticed this, I'm sure you have because every yoga teacher has their sort of staples, but the default would be to do 3 bridges, and then maybe we do some happy baby, or maybe the happy baby comes next, and then we'll do our lazy quick twist, which is 2 knees to the right. Quick because we talk too much and we run out of time. Bring the chin. I like to start looking up at the ceiling. And the other way. Come back up to the ceiling. So this is the place where I thank you very much for tuning into me live in the studio. I do wish you were here. I prefer that. And also if you're replaying this later, great. Awesome. Head on over to our Patreon. Check us out. $7 a month is all we need. You can go a little more if you want. That comes with some benefits. But as far as classes and stuff, we're just going to keep doing it for free. We want you to do what you need to do to take care of yourself first. And if you have something like to help us out with, and you get the other side of it, great. Back up to center. Usually yoga teacher will throw in a good old butterfly pose here. Because we have music, and because YouTube has autoplay most of the time, I'm going to switch the song, and you're going to move into Shavasana right about now. Take the opportunity to lay down and let it go. can find the freedom. To turn your body off 20%. That's all you gotta do. Just drop it down 20%. And once you've done that, see if you can drop it down another 20%. Breathe deep, feeling the finger, the wrists, the shoulders, relax. And try to relax another 20%. Getting into the places that maybe you hadn't even thought of relaxing. The roof of the mouth, the backs of the ears. The space behind the eyes. And if it's possible, relax your body another 20%. Areas that you cannot even describe, that if you had to put words to them, you wouldn't know what they were called. And then there's a place right outside of you, just on the outer edge of what you think your body is. Try to relax that too. Having arrived in your final resting pose, your Shavasana. Stay here as long as you can. With kindness, compassion,